Thinks I'm talking to her. She's a friend. Let's see, guys. I'm going to bring up the old desktop for my tired eyes. It's easier to see. So I hope everyone's been having a good day. It's a good day for me. Nothing special, which makes the day all the more special. I like my routine. I've not so much that I've settled into it. It's not even a feeling of settlement. I've mentioned before, man, I largely do the same thing every day. Days sort of blend into the next pretty seamlessly. And yet, everything I do, when I do it, feels completely spontaneous, completely new, like an opportunity. I get to do this again, over and over again. Hey, Squirrel Sniper, how are you, my friend? And our new friend, Jack. Jack says, yo. Food from afar. Hello, my friend. Appreciate you stopping in. I just left Stuart just a little bit ago. Hey, our friend, Poor Man's Jim, DH, was hanging out with Stuart. Stuart said last night, we were talking about trying to get Dan to 50 subs because he wants to join in on the live stream with some of the burpee luminaries, some of the burpee greats. And Stuart said, hey, come on by and hang out and we'll get you to 50. So I tuned in to Stuart this evening-ish, late afternoon. And I see Poor Man's Jim there. And I click on his link, 54 subs. Stuart is a man of his word. He helped him get there, as I knew he would. Food says, yep, it came from Stuart's live. I've had a really good time hanging out with my fishing friends. Sniper says, it's great to hear. Seeding happiness amongst. You mentioned, was it yesterday, Sniper, or the day before? Might have been the day before. As goes the micro, so goes the macro, or words to that extent. And it seems to me that's what we're doing here. Just a micro, man. I got almost 6,000 subs. But someone else might have 10,000, someone else might have 3, someone else might have 1,000, someone else might have 500. Each a little micro. And yet we are acting within the macro. As Sniper said, seeds. Planting seeds, watching it grow, wherever we can. Food says I gave Poor Man a sub earlier. Thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Hey, Vamps. Vamp says, hi there, lovely people. Hi there, lovely Vamps. I was thinking about you today. I was wondering how you were doing. You settled back in 100%? Vamp says, hi to Squirrel Sniper. And to Food from Afar. So I like that thought. One little thing that we do here. One person needing or wanting 50 subs so they can go live stream to join with other people. And who knows where it goes from there? Who knows how it spreads from there? Sniper says, it's great to be a part to the medium, watching channels grow. Been here 13 years. And Sniper, you've been, since I decided that this is what I wanted to do, and you showed up You've been a constant and positive presence here. You've been a true friend, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Someone that I very much enjoy talking to, um, especially because you and I very often come from things from a different angle, but we agree on the greater stuff, and it can open me up to new thoughts. Keeps me from getting trapped um, in my own line of sight, in my own line of insight, I should say. And of course, I would not be here monetized if it was not for Vamps, um, by this name or any other name, that's for sure. And William says, hello, Squall and Yogi. Hey, William, how are you? Sniper says, well, thanks, Eric. Humbling words mean a lot. You know what? I do have one regret, Squirrel Sniper. I regret I did not place a bet on the fight Saturday night at 40 to 1 odds. That's my. If someone says, do you have any Squirrel Sniper regrets, and it's going to be yes, I did not place a bet. Jack says, I need to buy some vegetable seeds, but I have to plan the seeding depending on the weather and the seasonal rainfall here. So you have rainy seasons there, right? You have rainy season plus the sunlight time, because here the sunlight can be brutal to plants. Yeah, I bet. Let's see. Food says, sub squirrel. Thank you, Food. Very much appreciate that. Squirrel Sniper says, want to talk dowsing? I do want to talk dowsing. Let's see. Mandela says, you gay? And he says, you gay again. Let's see. He's insistent. Here's the thing. I never understood why that is supposed to be a slur. Why is that supposed to be like something that the funny thing is everyone here knows my wife / ex-wife / significant other. But I never understood why, if it was true or not true, why is it actually a slur? That if you're gay, this is 2024, so you're gay. And if you're not, you're not. It's actually not the insult that you think it might be. Anyway, the insistence of it, though, made me laugh, so props to you, my friend. Vamp says, food from afar, please unsubscribe. This is only for supporting, but you might remember me as Goldie, seen in your cooking channel. Everyone remembers Goldie. Squirrel Sniper says, Jace, he bet on the other guy? He did. Man. If you're given those odds, man, you almost have to go to the underdog. Who says, oops, I read that. Jack says, rainy season and hot season. Walking with Goldie says, hi there again, lovely people. Hi there, lovely Goldie. Goldie says, yes, food from afar. I believe we are subscribed to each other. So, Sniper, do you remember the question I asked? For you, being highly intuitive and having skill in the dowsing, does it matter what instrument that you use? Could you get the same result with wood? Do you use copper for a specific reason? And is there ever a time when you would use wood for a different reason? If I knew how to do a split panel, I know some people say you need yard stream, others say you don't. I don't actually know. I was thinking either this morning or yesterday that this would be a great conversation to have sharing a live stream. Hey, Anna Greek, I was thinking about you this morning, my friend. Hey, Confident, how are you? Vamp says hi to Jack. Jack is our new friend from the Philippines. Confidence says, definitely put that guy in timeout. My basic thought, whatever makes you guys comfortable in the chat. I mentioned, man, I'm getting my days mixed up. I don't remember if it was this morning or yesterday about Squirrel Sniper being, the consummate mod. Goldie saying hi to everyone. Who says, welcome with Goldie. I was talking to Vamps. Oh, William says, so what was the purpose of undoing what I did? Did I undo it? I just wanted to read. I didn't know what he said. It wasn't anything personal at all, William. I just, when I see someone do that, I'm always just curious, what did someone say that got blocked? So, hey, I apologize if it seemed out of sorts or out of place. And then when I saw what it was, again, I'm always curious, why did, in 2024, why do people, and I assume it's a young person who has, when I was a kid, and I'm, again, I'm only 59, it really was a slur, and people would fight violently if you called someone that. And even then, I didn't understand. So someone's different. You're supposed to get upset about that. And I can't believe someone growing up in this day and age even considers it something like out of the ordinary. Like if someone came up to me and poked me in the chest and said, "You're heterosexual." Yeah. What is the point of talking about that? So again, William, I apologize. How you doing, Anti-Greek? William says, just take my mod away. If you would like, I will. Be confident says, maybe you don't support it, Mandela, but that doesn't mean you have to push your beliefs on others. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit behind. And Greek is saying hi to all. Sniper says, I've used many various things. Pendulum is very sensitive. VODs are my go-to. I've tried branches with some effort, but my preference is the copper rods. Gotcha. Can one rod do everything, or do you think you might need, or do you need specific rods? All right, so now I don't even want to look at what people are deleting. Where it says, not you, confident did? Gotcha. Anthony Greek says, I made a tattoo with the Star of David. Awesome. Did you just design it, or have you already gotten it? Be confident says, I hate when people shame on gay people. Walking with Cody says, yes, Slav. He does. It's a natural shine. It's a natural polish. It is polished with the love of God. Be confident says, let them be honestly. Cody says, I hear you, be confident. Sienna Greek says, a lot of haters come to the Yogi's channel. I think it might be fair across the board. I think we all get them. I don't know if I get any more than others. Anna Greek says they are fanatic Christians. Yeah, I do get a fair share of those. William says they had no intention of saying anything else. That's why I hit him. Gotcha. So, again, I wasn't second guessing at all. I was just curious. And then when I saw it, I was like, I saw that they were repeating themselves. Hey, Eric. Hey, guys. Eric the Point might have ended YouTube as we know it. He very likely has made the ultimate YouTube short. And now there's no reason for any of us to ever try to top it. It's an end game. End game right here. Some of you might think I'm making that up, or maybe I'm exaggerating. All I can say is go see it for yourself, and you let me know. Hey, Eric. Semper says, it's mentioned in the Bible that Moses found water with his stick. I hadn't thought of that. And wood cutting in 16th century France depicts dousing with Y branches for ore extraction. It was the Y branches that I was always familiar with. Back in the 70s, 80s, there was a series of books called Foxfire, which was keeping traditions of the Appalachian or Appalachian, depending on where you're from, keeping them alive and sharing stories. And I remember reading of dowsing. And I had family members way out in the hills in Pennsylvania who would douse. Cody says to Anna Greek, I wonder how you feel about that later. Sorry, guys, fell behind just for a second. Hey, T, how are you? Cody says, hi there, Eric LaPointe. I don't want the responsibility anymore, especially if it just gets undone by another. Well, there's always that possibility, William. But if you don't want it, I will take it away. But you do so much for my channel. You drop links, you've introduced me to other people like Mike, that it's a good tool for you. T says, just listening. I'll be chatting in about 15 minutes. Got some chores to do. Eric's saying hi to everyone. Sniper says, William, just sometimes when someone gets a second chance, they take it. Most will not. This is true. Stalin Greek says, Anna Greek says, Star of David brings good luck. And Confident says, yes, Cody, even if you don't support gay rights, please don't start pushing your ideology. Be Confident is a kind-hearted person. Sample says you can use one for direct, but two for verification purposes. That makes sense. It's amazing art. Hey, do you think there comes a point as your intuition sharpens more and more that you don't even need a tool any longer? That you yourself, I think already you yourself are the tool, but it helps to have it channeled into an instrument. But do you think it can be done without an instrument? Anna Greek says, I got the tattoo. I have it now. Hey, what are the odds of, well, depending on where it is, the odds of seeing it? Maybe like on your community page? Nothing like a good tattoo. I took Mocha for her very first tattoo. And now, I don't know how many, 147 later. And she's got me beat by far. Is this your first one, Anna Greek? Cody says, Anna Greek, I don't disagree with the Sir David. However, I'll never treat it as a lucky charm. Confidence says, hey, Sniper, I couldn't stay yesterday. What were you talking about on the topic of Frozen? Oh, the subliminal messages. Sniper says, when holding a divining, it's divining, right? Rod, the muscles on the forearm are tense, resulting in mechanical stress in the bone. And a Greek says the Psalms of David are really powerful. Yeah, some of my all-time favorite writing in the Bible. As I mentioned this morning, and as Goldie knows very well, the St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. But man, the Psalms are, because they're so on point. And a Greek says they're used in religion and magic. Jack says some people are like, you were different than me, and I'm Googling how many grants does it take to, and walk away. Yeah, you're right, Jack. You're right about that. Semper says in an electromagnetic field, the volume length of the bone is changing, resulting in a changing mechanical stress. Let's see. Leonard says a rebuilt 1976 Macaroni VM24 carburetor brings good luck. Good afternoon, Yogi. Good afternoon, Leonard. I might have to look that up. If it doesn't bring good luck, I think it might definitely bring speed. Let's see. YG player, can you shine a flashlight? Can you shine a flashlight on your head? I do not have a flashlight handy. I also, as funny as that might be, and it is making me laugh, I refrain from doing stuff. I refrain from doing stunts because then you become a stunt person. You know what I mean? You're the guy on YouTube. Come by and ask him to do something funny. My philosophy, I could do something funny or I could be funny. As Mocha would love to point out, I am not quite as funny as I think I am. And I'm being generous to myself. I don't think she would say quite. I think she would come right out and say, you're not funny. You think you're funny, but you're not funny. The only one that laughs at your jokes are you. And my answer to that is, then that's enough. If I can make myself laugh, man, and I do, constantly. Semper says, in a relaxed arm, an electromagnetic field charge causes nothing but a small, imperceptible volume change of the bone in a relaxed arm. Eric Point says, thanks, Yogi. Hey, Eric, man, I absolutely mean that. It might be the best, by far, it's the best single burpee video, short, that I've seen. And it might be the best YouTube video, YouTube short. I hope people don't believe me and they go over and check it out and watch it 100 times. T says, Eric LP, 100 and a wave. Be Confident says, that's a cool squirrel. In a strongly loaded arm of a dowser, the piezoelectric effect causes both mechanical stress and electric voltage. Antigreek says, oops, sorry guys. Hey Ginger, how are you, my friend? Says, what's up, everyone? I am a bit behind. Be confident Eric McCarty knows my views and that I'm no one to try to move any conversation my way. Absolutely true. Eric Wood says it was for Oscar and Leo. It was well done, that's for sure. T says, I've got a short too in competition with Burpee Reaper. And I've seen it. I haven't had a chance to reply, but I will. I hope you guys get an opportunity to check it out. For one, it's from our friend T. For two, she's going toe-to-toe with the Reaper. Not very many people can go toe-to-toe with the Reaper. William says, thanks, it has been fun. I'm sorry, William. Let's see. Goldie says, yes, Annie Greek, the Psalms are powerful, but again, not a lucky charm. Goldie says, how are you, William? Long time no see. Simpa says, the transmitter, i.e. water, is located underground. The body of the dowser is the receiver. The received signals result in slight involuntary muscle movements, which are magnified. Magnified. That's the key word by the divining rod. So we could say that the divining rod is the indicator. Sort of like a instrument in a car, a gauge. Sniper says, how to be confident. Goldie says, interesting squirrel sniper. Ginger says, what's up, everyone? Sniper says, my Annie just used her fingers. So she was clearly highly intuitive. Goldie says, hi there to Ginger Rogers. Let's see, Annie Greek says, yes, Eric, what did you want to ask me? You know, I might save it for a morning live stream. Basically, I just wanted to know how you were doing. You know, the other day you mentioned how we were talking about forgiveness, and you had said that you would never forgive God for the life that you've been given. And I wanted you and I to pick that up sometime on a live stream. No hurry, no pressure. Ginger's saying hi to everyone. Eric Point says, I'll check it out. T. Annie Greek says, Eric, if you follow a strict vegan diet, you need to get iron and vitamin B12, eat beef, eggs, and dairy. Well, the thing with B12, of course, is not so much how or where to get it, but do you absorb it? And there's equal problems across the board absorbing B12 from vegans to non-vegans. I do take a B12 supplement. I don't take iron. I eat a lot of mixed greens, a lot of spinach, a lot of kale. Leafy greens are extremely high in iron and a very absorbable form of iron as well. So, Annie Greek says, and eat your legumes too. Yep, every day. I recommend people a half a cup of uncooked legumes every day. If you could work up to a cup, even better. Thanks for that, Anna Greek. Goldie says, I'll have to stop watching the screen. Getting nauseous. It's been the 6 days of work since I returned. So you came back and just 6 days right off the bat, Goldie? Hey, E, how are you, my friend? E says, how you doing today, everyone? Our good friend, E is God's son, is in the building. Hope you guys are subscribed to him and you get some time to visit his channel. Let's see, B12 is only an animal source. It used to be in the soil. You could actually get it in the soil, but the soil has been so nutritionally depleted that we don't get. Also, everything is washed to death, so you don't eat anything that has soil on it. So I do supplement, but of course, most a lot of like pre-made vegan food, which I don't really eat, are always supplemented with B12. Let's see. We're talking about a lot of different things. Ginger, dowsing, diet, the Psalms, Star of David. Um, what else were we talking about? Be Confident says, I beg to differ, Yogi. You are funnier than you think. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I will be sure to mention that to Mocha. Hey, Runner Boy, how are you? Sorry I missed your live stream. Yeah, and I take a multivitamin and I take a B12 supplement. William says you can get B12 supplements, and many are widely available as supplements. No need to eat animals. Absolutely. Goldie says, hi there, Runner Boy. Confidence says, what's up, Runner? Ginger says, you do have a sense of humor. Thank you. I appreciate hearing that. But you know, your significant other can never let you know if you think that they think you're funny. I know she thinks so, even though she refrains from laughing. I'm afraid she's going to hurt herself from refraining from laughing. Pull a sense of humor muscle somewhere. T says, Eric LaPointe, how do you get the timing on your short? And somehow need music on mine, but no clue. That was one of the things I loved about that short. It was perfectly timed. Oh, and Ginger, always feel free to enter another subject. Anything you ever want to talk about. Let's see. Runner Boy says a lot of people can't process B12 into their blood, so no matter how much they get, they'll always be low. I've heard that. William says, sorry to hear that you're feeling unwell, Goldie. I hope it passes for you and that you're able to catch a break. I better not get into it, but thank you for asking about me. William, you're always free to get into it. Always. We may not be able to help, but we can always listen. Be Confident says, this is straight from Google, by the way, but vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, is a water-soluble vitamin involved in metabolism. It is one of the 8 B vitamins. It is required by animals. Let's see. Runner Boy says, you should legally change your name to Yogi Buddha. I like the Buddha. But we already have one Buddha in the burpee community. T says, Ginger Rogers, have you had any blueberry muffins? I do like blueberry muffins. Goldie says, William, it's my only long bus ride back home. Got back a week ago. Still feel nauseated when I'm exhausted. Man, that really did take a lot out. Be Confident says, I would know about B12. Trust me. I do. Ginger says, I love poppy seed muffins. Bumblebee. You know what? I'm going to take a radical stance. There's no, well, I almost said there's no such thing as a bad muffin. All right, I'm going to stick by that. Because I almost said, except for cranberry. But you know what? Even a cranberry muffin is better than no muffin at all. I'd be hard pressed. If you put pancakes in front of me and a couple muffins, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. T says, William, it's quite possible I was deficient in B12, but I take supplements and vitamins to help. Be Confident says, I'm a pediatrician and vitamins are one of my specialties. Nice. It is good to have a doctor in the house. Sniper says, the gauge. Exactly. Nothing more. Gotcha. So for some people, then it could be, like you sort of mentioned, just a matter of preference, what they use, what feels best for them. Rick Point says, I can hear the music, T. I just go to add the song off the short on my phone. But it was so perfectly timed. Not just that Eric LaPointe can hear the music, Eric LaPointe is the music. You know, Gloria Estefan said, the rhythm is going to get you. And I believe the rhythm has gotten Eric LaPointe. He's been infected with the rhythm. C. T says, be confident is only B vitamins to do with nerves. It's a good question, T. Ginger says, and I don't like blueberry in pastries after looking at the blue waffle. I know I don't like blueberry in pastries. No pastries at all? Man, blueberry pancakes. Vanilla blueberry pancakes with a lemon glaze. And the Greek says, iron from plant sources is not hemic, so cannot be absorbed properly. Interesting. Now, my multivitamin does have iron in it. T says, Eric P, there wasn't no tune on it, was there? For Eric LaPointe's? Yep, there was. Warner Boy says, too much B. Vites can cause nerve damage. Same with a lot of vitamins. Yeah, it's a balance. And the Greek says B12 is only in animal sources. Now, supposedly, you can get B12 if the soil condition is right. You can get it straight from the soil. I could be wrong about that. Let's see. Goldie says, well done, be confident. Thank you for taking good care of your patients. I always trusted my family doctor when it came to my daughter's health. T is laughing with Ginger. He says, how you doing today, everyone? E, I'm doing good. How about you, my friend? Hey, again, I hope you guys are subscribed to E. He's got a beautiful channel, and he's a beautiful young man. Take my sleep stuff. Goldie says, hi there, E. Hey, Skeeter, how are you? Skeeter's going live at 7, I believe, right? Confidence says alpha-lipoic acid, NO1 carnitine, selenium, vitamin C, blueberries tea, if you mean what I'm talking about. Goldie says, hi there, Skeeter. Everyone here connected with Skeeter? Sniper says, make a ring with your thumb, first finger, and interlock both hands. He asked a question, pull them apart. If the left hand broke, no, but intact, yes. Very simple way. Sort of like kinesiology testing. Sniper, have you ever read anything by David Hawkins? Did kinesiology testing on all kinds of stuff, and he came up with the levels of consciousness on a vibrational scale. We all think of power as this, or force, as this great thing, but force registers very low on the scale of consciousness, while power, true power, registers very high. There's a difference between power and force. But yeah, anyway, that reminded me what you were talking about. with your aunt, how like kinesiology testing. Skeeter's waving at Goldie. T says, hi everyone who joined recently. Got a few chores to do. Let's see. Did I miss Jack? Did he say good night? Man, I'm way behind in the chat. I apologize, guys. Hey, Buddha. I just mentioned you a little bit ago. How are you doing? All right. Let's see if I can do it, guys. Let's see if I can catch up. Eric Point says, I think you need B6 to absorb B12. Hey, William. There you go. I was just going to ask you that. What is your opinion on a 40-day fast? Did you start yours today? All right. Here it goes. An epic dive to get caught up in the live stream. Be Confident says, but yes, if anyone has any questions about vitamins and health talk, nice. Says, I would personally recommend. Anna Greek says, be confident. Selenium is used in antioxidant enzymes. And glutathione. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing the last. As you guys know, I'm going to mess it up. Sniper says, be confident. Baking soda. Excellent for endurance athletes. Ginger says, no joke. If you can't eat 1 cup OJ, 1 cup pineapple juice and coconut milk to taste about a shot, it will knock the acid down, hydrate you, and help your stomach. Interesting. Keep that in mind. Thank you, Ginger. Eric says, hey to E. Runner Boy says, B, I've got nutrition qualifications. I know some stuff as well. It's good to have all these knowledgeable people here. Confidence says, I know, but it depends on what you guys are talking about. Goldie says, nope, came back early Monday morning, slept almost 24 hours before I was able to eat anything. Started working on Wednesday. Yeah, it definitely sounds like you needed that recovery. Sampa says, be confident. Lactobacillus cereus, isn't that a pre or a probiotic? Hey, Austin, how are you? Austin says, hi, Yogi. 40 days, unless your doctor recommends it. It's a lot. Eric Point says, you would die, William. That's what I think. It is a long time. Especially without someone supervising. Goldie says, William Hart, who is your question directed to? Austin says, hi to Eric Point. Goldie says, hi to Austin. T says, Ginger, I've used apple cider vinegar with mother to help mine, but that was treated by a pill I didn't want to be on. So I'm just going to slightly skip some of the highs to help me catch up, if that is entirely possible. Whoever says in my current state, maybe. It was asked facetiously. I don't care what doctors say. Runner Boy says live went well. Good. I'm sorry I missed it, Runner Boy. I will have it up probably tomorrow morning. I don't think I've ever seen you do an arm workout. Semper says, no, it's medicinal properties of baking soda. Ah, gotcha. Butterbur is an herb that can help with headaches. Nice. Goldie says, so you mean only drinking water for 40 days, just to clarify? And William says, yes. Confidence says, Squirrel, you're asking, is baking soda can help with things? So yes, it can help with multiple issues. Austin says, how's everyone doing today? Good, Austin. How about you? Austin's getting close to 600 subscribers. And by the way, Dan is now at, I think it was at 56, the last I checked. Confidence says, but yes, if anyone has any questions about health, I can help. Nice. Eric the Point is waving at Austin. Ginger says, yep, I've read that one. Google is not really a great source of info anymore. Pro Fisherman says, oh, not your mom out. What do you mean, Pro Fisherman? School says, Eric the Point, there's a way acidic breakdown of bruises with orange juice sweetened with molasses. So you would do that as a fast? That might be tougher than going without. T says, William, you would be depleted in electrolytes for a start. You need some food in that time. Runner Boy says, Ginger, it needs to be pure, not from concentrated juice. Prof. Richard says, I boy nuts. Well, I'm not sure what to say to that. Anna Greek says, the best time of the year to have a 40-day water fast is in the winter. Cold temperatures don't lower body pressure, so you have energy for a longer time. Anti-Greek is experienced. One of the first conversations we had was fasting. What's going on, Pro Fishman? You don't normally come in with those kind of comments. Are you looking for attention, or is something bothering you? Buddha says, hey, Yogi and everyone, wanted to pull you up, but I'm on a treatment, Brother Yogi, and hey, brothers and sisters, we all have a wonderful evening. I go in tomorrow for overnight and then 4 hours more. Hey, Buddha, my prayers are with you. Our prayers are with you. And they will stay with you. If you need anything, just reach out. Send any love, my friend. X Point says, interesting, Sniper. Yeah, I mentioned, Buddha, you had told me that it would probably be until October 1st. So I left a comment for you. Confidence says, I was just copy and pasting to make it quicker, but making sure it goes along with what I learned. William says, I guess we'll find out. Just be sure to, keep monitoring, checking in on your health, how you feeling. Also says hi to Pro Fisherman, Fishing Man. Eric LaPointe salutes to Buddha. Goldie says, to be entirely honest, William Hart, I can only go for a week without solid food, but towards the end, I add semi-solid like cream soup and fruit yogurt towards the end. What was it, maybe a month or so ago, Goldie, when you fasted for a week? Oh, it was for your daughter. So this was back in, it was in June? Let's see. Zephyr says, the confident, it cures athlete's foot. You can do that or drinks. Ginger says, yes, you can do that either or that drink. Goldie sits out of Buddha. Roy says, a week, very strong, Goldie, impressive. Yeah, I think it helps when you are doing it for a specific purpose. As William is. William has his reasons why he's doing this. Pro Fisherman says, hey, Fisherman. Confidence says, ask me for any tips, Squirrel. I'd be More than happy to help. Nice, guys. Buddha says, exactly true, Runner Boy. I make it from ginger and turmeric. I have ginger turmeric tea every night. Usually Paul Newman, but right now I'm drinking Yogi because I'm all out of Paul Newman. Yogi tea is pretty good, but I hear the founder had gotten into a bit of some scandals, which sort of makes me not want to support the company. Yep, and you got to have black pepper, as Buddha says, and I strain it, and all the inflammation in my body is zero. That's awesome, Buddha. Heard doctor said inflammation is zero. T says cherry muffins or raspberry and white chocolate are tasty, as is lemon ones. Yeah, lemon ones are good. Raspberries, white chocolate. Back in my chocolate eating days, I don't know if I had a white chocolate muffin. I'm not fond of chocolate in stuff or on stuff. I don't mind a piece of chocolate. A piece of dark chocolate a couple times a week is actually really good for you. Sniper says, be confident, cancer cells. Buddha says, background. Much appreciated, Buddha. I had our friend trending up all through the day. Gordy says, hi there, pro fisherman. Confidence says he's a pediatrician, which is a low-paying doctor, but it is such an essential doctor. Such good work. Sniper says, also diabetes to be confident. Runner Boy says, the only vitamin I take right now is vitamin D. Since there is less sun right now, I take D as well. Jack says, all right, just Yogi, nice meeting you and your community today, but it's almost 6 a.m. here in the Philippines. Got to go to bed. See you soon. Take care, my friend. It was nice meeting you today, and it was nice talking with you. I shared a nice film conversation with our friend Jack. Let's see. Taking inhaled can cure asthma. I did not know that. T is waving at Buddha. Prof. Krishna said, I lost a tooth. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not painful. Ginger says, love them all, but no blue waffle. What about a blue pancake? Is it just a waffle? Gordy says it's not totally without nutrients. Sweetheart, remember I drink vitamin water, and to Eric McCarty's advice, Celtic salt water. Well, we sort of came to that together, you and I, doing research and talking about that. Eric Point says, Jack, thanks. Confidence says, Squirrel, there isn't much research on general effect of baking soda on diabetes. However, recent research in animals suggests it may help prevent an infection called something. Did you guys really think I was going to try to read that? Gordy says, sleep tight, Jack. Thank you for tuning in. Man, I love it when people tune in, like, for whatever reason. They just, they were looking for live streams, and for some reason they saw this, they popped in, and they stayed for the entire live stream, and then they come back. Absolutely love that. Wonder Boy says, I drink salt water as well. Sampa says you can bathe in sodium bicarbonate. You can brush your teeth with it too, right? Helping experiencing diabetic ketosis. Jack says, no problem, fam. See you soon. Absolutely, Jack. T says, Jack, good night. Buddha says, yes, squirrel, sniper. I did that last night and tonight, etc. Wonderboy says, let me get my shovel spoon out and get some B12 dirt. And you don't even need to flavor it. Dirt flavor. That's the best. Confidence says, squirrel drinking plenty of water helps your kidneys flush out excess sugar. One study found that people who drink more water lower their risk for developing high blood sugar levels. Nice. And Ayurvedic science, they say walk 5 to 10 minutes after every meal and you'll completely balance your blood sugar level, prevent diabetes, help your digestion, it'll help you sleep. Goldie's laughing at Runnerboy, laughing with Runnerboy. T says, Yogi, done mine? Good. Let's see. Confidence says, sorry to bore you guys with your pediatrician knowledge. Not at all. Hey, everyone's asking. Everyone asking questions. Goldie says, you're not boring? Absolutely not. Hey, Oscar. Hey, Tim. Tim says, up again, Yogi. Man, just when I think that I'm getting close, everything skips. Should I start at the bottom and work my way up? Probably. Buddha says, in background, Brother Yogi, much appreciated, Buddha. Goody says, Runner Boy, I never tried smelling ants. You haven't? I thought we all did that. Eric's Point says, ginger sounds good. I love ginger. Oscar says, hi, Bumble. What's new, Oscar? All right, so I'm completely lost in the chat. I thought starting at the bottom would help. I don't think it will. I see I Love Arc is here. Hello, my friend. I'm looking for a place to start. Rich Martinez is here. Good thing I came back. I don't want to miss these guys. Hey, Rich, how are you? You guys hang out at the cave? If you don't, you should. All right. I'm determined, guys. I'm determined. This is where I left off. Goldie says, you're not boring. Be confident. I actually learned something new from you. Me too. And Greek says, yes, force is force equals mass, M-A, mass. What's the A for? Simply says, be confident. Also eating to one's blood type and to their birth latitude and not longitude zones. Yeah, you mentioned that the other day. Of course, Ayurveda, you have your doshas, and you want to eat to your dosha type. Which says, salute, Eric. It's nice to see you, Rich. Forces mass acceleration. There we go. Thank you, Anna Greek. Also says, how are you doing today, Yogi? Austin, I'm doing pretty good, my friend. I appreciate you asking. How's the rest of your day going? Rich says, salute to chat. Let's see. T says, mods, can you drop Sleeper's link? Sleeper. Let's go see him and get link. Who is Sleeper? Cypher says, force is just movement. Well, we're talking a different type of force. We're talking, that's the difference in vibratory rate, force versus power. Not the, not in terms of physics, but in terms of how we apply it. That we think forcing an issue, forcing a thought, forcing a point is actually power. But power itself is independent of force. Power is silent. Power is still. and is able to express itself as a song, as a sound, or as emotion. Well, force can only be forceful. Confidence says, well, I know what you're talking about. Different things can work for different people. Absolutely. Oscar says, hello, Yogi Master. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good Monday. Thank you, Oscar. I am having a good Monday. I hope you are too. Skipping through the highs. Eric Point says, Oscar, I made a short for you and Leo. You guys are in the hashtags. Oscar the Great. Oscar says, no way to point. I have to see it. Man, you're going to love it, Oscar. William says 9:23, 11:7, unless to 11:7, unless somehow someone infringes on my freedom of choice. So we started today, day 1. Also says, we're good, going good. Thanks for asking. Glad to hear that. Probiotic. Goldie says, yes, I did need the recovery. I still have a hard time watching screens. Man, what a bus ride. So sorry to hear that, Goldie. Be Confident says 17 people is a lot. People in our live session. Correct me if I'm wrong. 18 now. They come and go. I had like 70 something come in once in a rush. And then I started talking, and then there was a rush out of here just as quick. Ginger says, by the way, I drink the juice every other day. It's amazing. Hey, keep that in mind. Hey, John. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Really wish I could stick around, but until next time. I appreciate you stopping in and just saying hi. Confidence says, what juice? And for what, Ginger? Goldie says, be confident. This is a comfortable number, but I've seen 700 at some point. Different channels, mods had their hands full. Man, we got 11, and I'm having a difficult time keeping up. All right, that was completely wrong. I am not having a difficult time keeping up. I'm not keeping up. Confidence says, I can recommend something. Runner Boy says, my live went up to 40, but stayed at 10 most of the time. Man, 700 is a lot. Sniper says, be confident. I was moderating last night a channel with 1.7K, but normally it gets 3 to 4K. It was just a slightly different time and caught people off guard. Goldie says hi to John. Confidence says, wait, what? That's crazy. I couldn't imagine being a big YouTuber. It's not the size of the YouTuber. I don't know how that saying goes. I was going to make something up. I definitely could not keep up with that many. Buddha says Oscar. Oscar's the man. Squirrel Sniper says, be confident when you're searching for the truth, and he will follow. Whoever says the highest channel I have moderated for was 400 average on Twitch. I also help manage the channel for the graphic info. Nice. Wonder Boy had 2 oranges and a full cup of pure orange juice today. I have a ultra running friend. He won Vermont 100. His moniker is the Fruitarian. He was an early vegan inspiration for me. He also won Desert Solitaire in 24-hour race in Arizona. It's actually coming up end of October. He did 100 miles in just about 11 hours. Absolutely amazing. 100 miles in 11 hours. That's not even the record. When he won Vermont, he did it all on oranges and orange juice. Nothing more. He won another 100 eating nothing but dates. Another eating nothing but bananas. Confidence says, Yogi, I don't know if you noticed, but I see you reading messages that I wrote like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. That is the price of having me as a YouTuber. As Goldie says. Be confident that is the norm for Eric. Unfortunately, it is the norm for me. I Love Arc says, what's today's agenda? We're talking a lot about nutrition and fasting, a lot of things across the board. And anything that you want to add in. William says, not that great of an accomplishment. I just want to help people reach their dreams. It's a noble goal, William. Oscar says, you're the point. I just seen your video laughing, you know damn well. I can't bust out that. Pretty badass short, though. Just a matter of time, Oscar. Ginger drops his recipe. It's the second time. That would be good to copy and paste that, guys. Be confident says, Pro Fisherman, what are you talking about? Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. So how close am I to catching up, guys? Hey, I see, I'm looking at my phone. I see Trending is here. Hey, Trending, how are your watch hours, my friend? The last time we talked, it was 3,100. Oscar says, but Yogi, I'm chocolate. Joking. So's my wife, ex-wife, significant other. Cody says, William Hart, just make sure that you get the electrolytes as you go. And get some semi-solid towards the end to restart your digestion. Otherwise, you might get clogged up. Bathroom. Thank you for that. William says, I would like to find a good vegan dark chocolate not loaded with sugar, but do not think it's feasible. You know what? There might be. Dark chocolate really is good for you. Cody says, I can't advise you on that. William, I don't eat vegan. I'm omnivore. All right. Hey, I'm not too far behind. Or maybe I am. Sorry, my cat's meowing at me. Ginger says, look it up. And Goldie says, Ginger, YouTube is sensitive to certain words. Yeah, they seem to be. Runner Boy says, have a question here. He can smell ants because half the population can smell them and half can't. That is interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that, Runner Boy. I have never tried to sniff an ant, but I probably will have to now. T said I had severe kidney problems in hospital. As doctor ignored, I was dehydrated for 3 days as I was sweating so much and heat sensitive. Buddha's in the background. Ginger says, as long as I use doctor type words, I'm golden. I'm good. Goldie has never tried smelling ants either. I'm not surprised. Ginger says, here we go. T is making up her meds. Runner Boy says I can smell them from a meter away. Man, I want to see a video of this. Buddha says, Oscar, you doing awesome with the burpees. Keep going. Had stopped because something right now for my health system. Next Point says, well, there is citronella ants, and they have a strong... Yeah, I would imagine so. Citronella. Buddha says, hey to Tim. Goldie says, but I did eat glue as a child. I used to put glue on my fingers and peel it off. You guys did that, right? Buddha's laughing. Runner Boy says, Yogi, you have to read my question about ants. Scroll up. I did read. I made it back just for that. You know why? Because I could smell your question about ants all the way at the bottom, and I had to go all the way back. You guys saw me sniffing? Buddha says, how are you, Yogi? You see us got you? I appreciate that. Asuka says, it's okay, Buddha, take your time. T says, Yogi, have you ever tried Guinness? I have tried almost every beer. Every beer that was made between, well, I started drinking in the 80s, but it wasn't serious. It was in the 90s when I was drinking a lot. Yeah, I certainly tried Guinness. I like Guinness, actually. It's a good dark beer. Buddha says, very true. Yogi, thoughts and words are powerful. You are not boring. Speak, because you're doing great. I hear you in the E system. Thank you, Buddha. I appreciate his words. Anti-Greek says, you're welcome, Eric. Buddha says, going to leave you running. Get ready to soak. Anti-Greek says, welcome. I got you, my friend. Buddha says, namaste in the background. All right, man, I'm tired. Buddha. I figured that's what you meant, Goldie. Squirrel says, the Soul of the White Ant, check it out. You know what? I started that. I have it on my computer because I got it on Kindle. My little Kindle doesn't work, so I read it on my desktop. And it sort of fell by the wayside. I need to dive back in. Buddha says, so I was asking who to drop before I went in. Prepared, I know what you mean. And thank you. No, you didn't make a fool out of yourself. Buddha says, I'm tired too. Also, Goldie was up all night detoxing. So what are the odds of me catching up on the chat? My cat just weighed in and said no. Did you guys hear her? Cat has no confidence in me whatsoever. Buddha says, laughing with walking with Goldie. Fools are awesome, and you are no fool at all, my friend. You are love and light and a beautiful soul. Namaste. Thank you for that, Buddha. Goldie says, thank you for your kind words, Buddha. Humbled by your reply. But I'm also laughing at myself. T says, Buddha, sorry. Had to take a break. I'm interested in Qigong, but life's a bit hectic. Buddha trending and support. Love and light here in the background, too. Trending and Buddha support. T says, Buddha, does Qigong help calm the nervous system? It does. Hey, Aspen, how are you? Sorry I haven't been here for a while. I've been busy. Yeah, I figured. It's school time. You guys got to take care of yourself, man. I'll always be here. Buddha says, yes, sorry, T. I'm going to do Qigong. Just got go tomorrow and do overnight in 4 hours again. And we'll come back later tomorrow night. So maybe back sooner. It depends on how I feel. But I hope you're feeling good. Oh, that's what got me wrong. I saw T say hi to trending. Goldie said far, far, far away. I am far away. I'm only getting farther. T said, Buddha in the UK. I try and watch when I can. Please focus on your health, hon, and long-term health issues. I'm with long-term. Oscar says, so if I turn vegan, am I a vegan chocolate? That's an excellent point. And the answer is yes. Yes, you are. That's what Goldie says. Yes, Oscar, you are. Aspen says, come on, I got to go. It was nice seeing you all again. Have an amazing day. You too, Aspen. Thanks for dropping in. Ants smell like rust water to me. Maybe you're smelling rust water and it has ants in it. I'm not doubting you. I'm just, wondering. Goldie says, interesting running boy. Same with Eric LaPointe. Pokemon says, you like reading books all day? I do like reading books all day, as a matter of fact. Everyone's saying hi to Pokemon. Hey, I'm not too far. No one say anything. Just for a second. Just for a second. Please. Give me that brief satisfaction of being caught up before everything takes off again. Actually, once I'm caught up, I gotta say goodnight. T says, Oscar in the UK, and sure there is vegan chocolate. I'm intolerant to some milk, and scoffed the chocolate bunny from Easter as it was broken. Lint bunny. I remember lint bunnies in gold foil. It had milk in it. We don't need to know the end of the story. We can all guess the end of the story. Let's see. Ginger says, I stop at sniffing. Probably a good idea. T says, Eric P, I get in touch soon with the thing I did for you and Reaper. Nice. T says, Runner Boy, I can smell ants, I think when it's fresh rain. Interesting. Goldie says, I did, and your cat might be right. My cat probably is right. T says, Yogi, my ability has improved. We're on the way forward again after much bad injuries. Off shopping tomorrow with help. Be fun trying to find items without milk. You've done breath work at least 5 times today. Awesome. Just for a second. Yep, you don't need to count at all when you're doing the Ujjayi breath. All that important is your nasal breathing and you're making the sound. You're getting that tuning, the vagal tuning. Goldie says, so shouldn't we? I know what you're thinking. I know what you guys are thinking. Kay says, hey Yogi, and everyone in the chat. This is what I was afraid of. Kay says, hope everyone is doing well. Thank you, Kay. He said just for a second. Did I say just for a second? Don't worry about. I remember saying, don't worry about time. Just breathe. Just make the sound. Just make the ha sound. Don't worry about how often. Goldie says, hi there, lovely K Renee. T says, Yogi, what do you think of quantum physics? I love quantum physics. I read a lot of quantum physics. However, I don't understand any of it. When I read it, I nod my head. Just an intuitive sense. And then when I'm not reading it, I'm like, what did I just read? Goldie says, of course, you know. I've been with you guys long enough. I know every trick you guys got up your sleeve. T, Goldie is laughing with T, as is Eric LaPointe. T says, Yogi, on the live, you said no. One post just for a second. One post for just for a second. I'm lost. Just for, oh, all right. You guys got me going on that. Just for a second. That was pretty funny, T. That took me a second. Hey, Kay, I'm glad you're here. You can see what's going on here. You can see all the tricks. Ginger says, I got to cook. See you in a little bit. Take care, Ginger. I appreciate you stopping by. T says, Yogi, so how do you study quantum physics? I still know what you're up to. I still know what you're up to. that I don't know if I study quantum physics. I read it. I think, do you find it deep? I do find it deep. T says, bye, Ginger. All right. Goldie's laughing. You guys are clearly bad influences on each other. Milka would be laughing because generally speaking, I'm the bad influence on other people. I was the kid that you didn't want your kid hanging out with, and now karma, inescapable, karmic payback. I'm in a room full of bad influences on each other. T says, Yogi, I don't have a clue about quantum physics. I know what you're up to. And Goldie's laughing, enjoying the whole thing. But the important thing is, I caught up in the chat. I think everyone who came in earlier gave up completely. Only the hardcore has stuck with me. Much appreciated, my friends. T says, Yogi, you've known me about 6 months, but it's good to giggle. It is. Let's see. Goldie says, yeah, you caught up? I did catch up. Front Boy says, we're back, so let's spam. I actually have to go to bed. I made a vow. I was going to catch up no matter what. Eric Point says, I was also the kid that their parents did not want their child hanging out with. I suspected as much. He says, Runner Boy, you can run backwards. Can you run backwards? You should run backwards. Everyone should run. If you suffer from shin splints, run backwards for just a little bit and your shin splints will clear up. T says, Eric, you had bad influence. Goldie says, let's go, Runner Boy. Eric the Point, same here, different reasons though. I was a bit of a troublemaker. But you know, good trouble. I was never mean-spirited. Never, ever, ever wanted to hurt anyone. But I just found myself getting into trouble. And dragging my friends along with me. Eric Point says, I like to say that I was creative. You like to say that. But what does your mom like to say? T says I go backwards in my wheelchair. It's easy to push with my legs up. It's steep incline. Huh, that's interesting. Runner Boy never had shin splints. I don't get them often. Every once in a while. If I bring my mileage up too high too quickly. T says, Eric LP, you being called a bad influence, creative, what an answer. Goldie's never had shin splints either. Goldie says, same with me, Eric, but I'll leave the application in practice to other people, Eric LaPointe. All right, so being caught up and staying caught up. It's one of my proudest achievements. I might be more, this was like an ultra marathon. I'm more proud of this than I was any of my 100-mile races. Eric Point says, another great live. Much appreciated. They get a thumbs up. Hey, make sure again, check out Eric LaPointe's live because it's an awesome video. T says, Eric P, Dad called me selective hearing. I could hear, do not want chocolate, but not will, do you want chocolate? but not really help your mother. Nothing rhymes with chocolate, and I miss your things as a health issue. Goldie says, thank you for a lovely live and chat, and thank you for making it lovely. Kay says, I love listening to your lives and great conversations. Thank you. The entirety of this conversation was me being, as Be Confident pointed out, 20 minutes behind. And he's new to the channel. He's only been here for about a week. This was his first experience with me being that far behind. The poor guy. I feel bad for him. Let's see. I'm almost caught up. I was caught up. Goldie says he's sure he caught up. My cat's meowing again. My cat disagreed with Goldie and says, no, he's not. Not only are you guys a bad influence on each other, you're a bad influence on my cat. Buddha says, same here, Bumblebee T. It's why I'm doing the e-system and doing the overnight in 4 hours. Then Yogis, glad you're still on. Forgot to hit send. Thank you, Buddha. Much appreciated. T says, my dad often said I had a degree at age 8 in being a pain in the ass. Nothing like a dad's wisdom. Goldie says, only 20 minutes. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, is it? I have done worse. T says, Buddha, I don't know what E is. Mobile phone network. All right, I'm going to look for you, Buddha. Buddha's laughing. You don't get a degree till your very early 20s. K says, hey to Buddha. T says, thanks, Buddha. I'll try to find you. Hey, T, if I find her before you, I'll send the link. All right, with that, caught up. So I think Be Confident said there was like 18 people for a bit. That's pretty cool. T says, Yogi, in the 70s, we didn't have remote control. My dad used me as he had a bone in his leg, and I'm told I had 3 and a kneecap. There, we got the link for Buddha. I will check that out. Thank you for dropping that link, Buddha. Let's see. Now I'm going to fall behind because my computer just froze up. K says, hey, Buddha. T says, thanks, I'll find you. Read all that. All right, I'm having computer issues, guys. So with that, I gotta go. Buddha says, Yogi, on my playlists I made public, it's on workout cardio. Last video is 11-11-11. Wow. While you sleep, while listening. Since stubborn as my dad and my mom would punish my dad by sending him up to the garage and meet the bedroom. And Buddha says, it's amazing. As long as you have faith, you will feel something. Nice. Buddha, I'm going to check that out. Thank you very much, my friend. All right. So with that, I will see everyone tomorrow. Come by and hang out if you don't mind and you got nothing to do. Jacob says, many blessings to you, brother, Mr. Yogi, in chat. Thank you, Jacob. Very much appreciate you stopping in. Just saying goodnight. I'm going to see everyone in the morning. Sometime. If you're around at 5, come on by and say hi. Much appreciated. Take care, guys. It was fun. It was a fun chat. Thank you.